This is so exciting, and I thought I would jump on here and share just a quick first look at what I'm doing here. Another way to make money online. So I made about $250,000 taxable income last year. I have no employees, and my profit margin is very high because everything I do is basically affiliate marketing, digital product sales. I don't carry any products myself. I don't box or ship or any of that. And so I'm making money through YouTube ad revenue, through Pinterest revenue, ad revenue, through affiliate marketing, through yes, courses and coaching, through ancillary partners where I send people over to build a WordPress website and things like that. And now I am working on a new income stream, print on demand Etsy stores. Now, this may end up evolving. I may have my own Shopify store. It may go over to Amazon. Right now, I'm not focused on building a brand like some big recognizable brand. I've learned that I kind of like a lesser, I want to be more about the consumer, less about me as the brand. There's reasons for that, but I'll talk more about it later. Anyway, so I've got this new Etsy store, Ballen made. I just made it yesterday. And let me just show you the kind of these first steps. And then as we go on, I will come on and share print on demand successes, print on demand failures, pricing strategies, shipping strategies, the whole thing. But let me just kind of show you what this looks like. So this is Etsy, and coffee mugs. I was doing some research yesterday, and most people, beginners, are starting off with coffee mugs and t-shirts and drink cups and tumbler wraps and tote bags. And I think I'm going to do the same. Why not just keep it basic in the beginning, learn the processes, learn designs with AI, learn all the tools, and then if I want to get fancy later. I'm not going to start off with personalization, although, wow, those are popular. Instead, I'm going to focus more on specific items for specific types of people. So this would be professionals, dentists, doctors, real estate agents, teachers, very specific. Not like, instead of just doing a mom mug, it should all be about mom of twins or boy mom or girl mom or something very specific. Not just here's a mug with a butterfly on it, right? I might do a line of spiritual mugs. I might do a line of mental health and wellness, but very specific. Now, the first couple of items I threw up here last night were pretty generic. I just designed something real quick with AI just to learn how to put up a listing. But I have been in digital marketing for so long, starting with the old Google days and SEO, that I am very clear that when you niche down and you create a specific product that is a great message for a specific person, you'll do better. That is the way I'm going at this, okay? I'm not doing personalization like this one, where you put their name on it, because I don't want to handle the customer service right now. I don't want to have to stop and process anything, not in the beginning anyway. So even though when I did research yesterday, personalization items are the best giftable items that you could sell, I'm going to start with some of these that are more generic, not generic. They're specific for a type of person, but they're not personalized. Okay, I'm going to put it that way. So that I can just really learn all these processes, bring to you what I'm learning, keep it simple, and then we'll start branching out from there. So here's what I've learned so far. Everything is about keyword research, looking up what is selling, then looking at the design styles to figure out what's the most popular in that item, right? So keyword research, how are people searching? Are they searching coffee mugs, funny coffee mugs, pottery coffee mugs, custom coffee mug sets? Okay, let's go to funny coffee mugs. So I went ahead and signed up and paid for Everbee. I will put the link below. And Everbee, I'm testing some different tools, but Everbee has been a popular one for a long time. And Everbee does keyword research for us. And it's cool because it has a Chrome extension and it runs right within Etsy. So you see the little bee? This would not be showing if I didn't have that Chrome extension. So we did coffee mugs, funny coffee mugs, right? Well, we could look at like the star sellers. We could look at vintage. There's filters here we could play with. You've got all your filters, where the free shipping. You can play all kinds right here just doing this. But what we're going to look at here, let's just kind of look at the star sellers. Like these are going to be your top your top Etsy stores. What are they selling? All right. I heard this yesterday. So funny. I heard on a podcast yesterday that profanity sells on Etsy. And obviously this is true because I'm seeing it on here. But we're kind of looking here. I love these. And you can look at your Everbee extension and you can see, okay, this one has had 46 monthly sales. It's got a 1.66% conversion rate. Okay. Not great, but that's okay. Now you can sort these and look and see, okay, who's got a lot of sales and good conversion rate. So here's a good one right here. So 147 monthly sales, 5,000 views, 5.73 conversion rate. So they have nailed the design as well. And then there might be something else in that conversion rate. It could be the price, it could be the free shipping, it could be their overall reviews. There's lots of things that go into that. But I like that Everbee is kind of giving us this quick info because at a quick glance, I'm going to be able to say, ooh, that design's probably not good, but they're getting a lot of clicks and action. So maybe that's a good one for me to start with and play with better designs, right? Now, Everbee, you can also open on its own and we can do some research right here. So we could let's just say we want to play with that funny coffee mugs. What we could do is go to product analytics and go up here and you could type in funny coffee mugs and we're going to analyze all of these products. Now we can sort by highest search volume down or highest sales down or highest reviews down or whatever, or price. Okay. Well, I'm most interested in who's selling the most, right? So what do we have? This is the second political one we opened. So I'm already getting a message that political sells. Now here's the deal. We don't build products for ourselves. Just because I don't want a Trump coffee mug, not that I have any, I'm not going to share any opinions either way. That's just not a coffee mug I would buy. Doesn't mean I shouldn't create one for the people that do want it, regardless of my political opinion. What do the customers want, right? So some people go in here and they open entire political shops or everything in there is political. That's fine. And if that's a passion of yours, that's even better, right? So what's the first one? It's $12, 871 monthly sales, okay? And then it's probably got shipping included. Now, something I did discover yesterday is Etsy is saying now if you put your shipping price at less than $6, they're going to give more views. So some people bundle in the shipping and other people make it separate. Now, here's how this works. Let's look at the second one. You are the best thing I found on the internet. Oh, this is so good. This one is so good because look at this. Let's look at the actual product. It's so simple. This would be something, oh, but it's personalized. Okay. But this is something I would highly consider doing. One of the podcasts I was listening to yesterday too, who was it? It was the Doug Show. And I forget her name, but she was great. So if you get maybe I'll remember to put the link in here. Anyway, she was saying something that she learned besides the fact that the profanity sells on here was that just keeping things simple in black text is working for her. And she doesn't have to get fancy with all the colors. And here's proof of that. So no AI design, just text. You are the best thing I've ever found on the internet, Kayla. So obviously this is personalized. You'd have to go into personalized. But here's how this works. I signed up with a company called Printify. Again, I'll put the link below to Everbee and Printify. Printify has all kinds of products, blankets and tote bags and t-shirts and sweatshirts and coffee mugs and drink cups and tumblers and yada, yada. You can go over here to their product catalog and look at all the products. Okay. Let's just say we want to create that coffee mug similar to what she created here. Okay. You are the best thing I found on the internet. Then here you could pick either a plain white one or we could go with one of these. Now it's going to tell us how much it's going to cost based on the company that's going to print it for us. So Printify is kind of the middleman. It's going to handle anything we want to create. The product we can do here with Printify. Printify is going to integrate with our Etsy store. And when we make a listing in Printify, it automatically publishes it for us in our Etsy store. Then when somebody makes an order, it's automated and it sends it to Printify based on our time preference settings. So like you could have it fill immediately or you could have it fill after 24 hours, giving the customer time to make changes. Then Printify is going to send out our order to a supplier. That supplier is going to print and ship our item. And these suppliers have various reviews. Now, there's something new I was looking at yesterday that is saying like Printify is going to start automatically picking the best supplier for us. You do have to disclose with Etsy whenever you're using a third-party supplier. It has to be in the listing. That is one reason people get shut down when they don't include that. We'll go into that later. But anyway, it tells us what our cost is. So it's going to cost, let's just say around $5 for the mug and $6 for shipping. So about $11. And then Etsy has fees. So Etsy charges you 20 cents to make the listing. They charge about 6.5% per transaction once it closes. So you're gonna see some quick math here. When we set up a product, it's going to tell you, like, what profit margin do you want? You could put in 30%, 40%, and it'll tell you what to price the mug at. And then, do you want to include free shipping? Do you want to cover half the shipping? You have options with all of that. So now the game becomes, well, it's not a game, although I call everything gaming, and business as a game. What the game becomes then is we start with Everbee and we do our research and we find what people are searching for. Then we go over to Printify and we find the product we want to print all that stuff on. Then we use some sort of design software, which I'm going to get into later because there are so many options and so many ways to design. And yes, you could build a marketing stack of about 5 different tools to complete all of this, or you can start off very free or very low end, very easy, and work your way up. There's design tools, there's mock-up tools, there's all kinds of things, right? So we'll get into that. But for now, these are the 2 components you need. You need an Etsy store and you need some kind of print-on-demand fulfillment center. In this case, we're going to use Printify. And the third thing you need, which I highly recommend, is some sort of keyword research tool. So we've got Etsy, which charged me, I think, $29.95 to set up my store for the first time. And then we need Printify, which is free unless you want to add bells and whistles. And then we have Everbee, which has some sort of a cost. I think I paid like $200 for the year, something like that, $2 something for the year. Those are my kind of get started. Now I am looking at mock-up software and some design software elements too, which I'm going to come back to you. But this is kind of how the whole setup looks. We don't carry products. We don't handle the shipping. We do handle customer service. But this is going to be another way to add an income stream. If you can figure out keyword research and niching down to a specific audience and creating a product that fits that audience, this is going to be another great way to make money. The girl on the podcast, this YouTube video I watched this morning, she said she shoots for about $5 profit per item. That's kind of like her number. She wants to make $5 on everything. And the girl I watched yesterday, she just wants to make 30% on everything. So you can go back about this a lot of different ways. I can tell you as a 6-figure TikTok shop affiliate, I don't promote anything I'm not going to make at least $3 on. So that's kind of what's in my head. I want to make at least $3 on an item. Anything less than that, I'm probably not going to mess with. Above that, great. And I'll test and measure as we go along. But I'm willing to cover part of that shipping to get more views, to get more exposure. So if that brings my profit down from $6 to $3, it might be worth starting off that way just to see where this all goes. Anyway, first looks, I'll come back and show you more. It's a brand new project. You know me. I'm just excited to share. As always, thanks for joining me today.